Good morning, everybody. It is April 7th, Friday, 8:15 in the morning. Been up for a while. Got my driver's license renewal yesterday. Everything was fine. Took the written exam, failed it the first time through. So I had to wait 5 minutes and then I could take it again and passed it. I mean, the questions now. I mean, every question that came up that was in regards to, driver safety and knowing the road were fine. But all of a sudden, I'm seeing questions like, what is the penalty for dumping an animal along a highway? I mean, it's so far removed from my thought process. And the other was the alcohol level for a person over 21 as compared to a person under 21. Well, under 21 is 0.005, over 21 is 0.008. Just, I don't drink, never think about these things. So I passed it on the second one, so I don't have to think about this for a while. But it's just weird how times have changed. I mean, everything was always about, how to, who has the right of way when you all come to a stop sign and all that. I mean, things to me that are necessary for understanding for driving, but the thought of dumping an animal along a highway is so horrific and beyond anything I can imagine that it didn't even register with me. So that's that. I'm going to do this, and then I'm heading over to somebody's house where they're set up to do an interview. They're doing a book, apparently, about a producer I worked with for many years, Chris Bond. And when we did the Hall & Oates records with Rich Girl and Sarah Smile and all that, Chris was the producer and the guitarist on those dates. When I did the Dodgers in '81 when they won the World Series, he produced that and played guitar. Lots and lots of different projects with Chris. And later in life, he became Krista Bond, and we reconnected at that point. And it was really fascinating to really sit and talk and really understand the happiness that she was finally feeling in her life and stuff. It was really. It was important to me that she was happy. So I'm going to be interviewed for this, and then I'm going to come home and spend the rest of the day finishing up the yard work I've been doing. I got a pile of plants ready to go, but I'm turning soil that is so packed with roots and stuff. I'm cleaning all that out, and I'm going to dump a bunch of amendment in and then do planting. And I want all this stuff done before I hit the road, so that's that. So I'm going to, excuse me, I still got a little chest thing going on. I should probably be doing vocals. And I'm going to the post office. I got a lot of crap to mail there, books and T-shirts and stuff. Musically, I'm going to go and visit Air Supply today. I could use some Air Supply. God. These things get in you, especially I've been sitting there working in dirt, all day yesterday. I was breathing in a lot of dust. So this album was 1993, and it's called The Vanishing Race. I played on a few tracks on this, and what they have to say about this is The Vanishing Race is the 12th album by the Australian soft rock band Air Supply, released in 1993. Although the album failed to reach the U.S. charts, its single Goodbye did peak at number 35 on adult contemporary charts. The album became especially relevant in Asia, where singles Goodbye reached number 1 in several Asian countries, and It's Never Too Late made the album reach platinum certification. The album sold over 4 million copies. Let me get some information here. We've got Graham Russell and Russell Hancock, our Air Supply. I'm going to go ahead and get you some credits here. On the tracks that I did, it's myself on bass, Vinnie Colaiuta on drums, Michael Thompson and Tim Pierce on guitar, Graham Russell on acoustic guitar, Guy Steiner on keyboards, Anita Sherman and Jessica Williams on background vocals, and Graham Russell and Russell Hitchcock on vocals. And then the other track we did is The Vanishing Race, and that is myself on bass, Vinnie Colaiuta on drums, Tim Pierce on guitar, Graham Russell on acoustic guitar, Guy Steiner on keyboards, Paulino DaCosta on percussion, Michael Sherwood, Quiltman, and Russell Hitchcock on background vocals, and Quiltman and Russell on Graham Russell on vocals on this. It was produced by Umberto Gatica, who engineered a lot of the stuff that that I did with David Foster. Umberto was generally the engineer on those. I'm going to find some more. Engineered by Alejandro Rodriguez and Umberto Gatica, mastered by George Marino, mixed by Umberto Gatica, and mastered at Sterling Sound. We recorded this, I think it was at Trax Studios out here, but there's a whole bunch of places listed as studios, but I'm not sure about that. But I'm going to go ahead and play you a couple of tracks here. This is The Vanishing Race. And I'm going to see if there's any additional info here that I can... Nope. No, here we go. So The Vanishing Race, Air Supply. Every time, I think they do this intentionally on YouTube to...
Son, I can't slow you down. Run, build on sacred ground. All of the leaves have blown away. Ghosts on a distant highway. In a vanishing race. Sleep if your eyes must close. Weep over a poison rose. Soon all the tears will blow away. Dust on a distant highway. In the vanishing race. Closer to the sun. Fight till your world is won. Soon all the stars will burn away. Ghosts on a different highway. In the vanishing race. there's no hope in sight. Take all your dreams and drive away. Smoke on a distant highway from the vanishing race.
That was the title track to the album. And it's interesting, the album cover on this was Plains Indians on it. So I have to listen more closely to see the story that they're telling in regards to this title track. I'm going to give a little info here about, for those that aren't familiar with Air Supply. Air Supply is a soft rock duo formed in Melbourne, Australia in 1975. It consists of Englishman Graham Russell, vocals and guitar, and Australian Russell Hitchcock, vocals. They had a succession of hits worldwide, including 8 top 5 hits in the US, Billboard Hot 100. In Australia, they had 4 top 10 placements. The lineup included numerous band members as they relocated to Los Angeles in the late 70s. The Australian Recording Industry Association inducted Air Supply into the Hall of Fame in 2013. Just a little thing here. Air Supply founding members met 12th of May 1975 while rehearsing for the Australian production of the musical Jesus Christ Superstar. Chrissy Hammond portrayed Mary Magdalene, while Russell Hitchcock and Graham Russell were in the chorus. With the show, they toured Australia and New Zealand for 18 months. English-born Hammond had immigrated to Melbourne as a 3-year-old in 1958 with their family, including older sister Lindsay Hammond, who also became a rock singer. Russell, also English-born, had been a percussionist in the United Kingdom group Union Blues in '65. Upon arrival in Australia in 1968, Russell performed solo and was later a member of Eli Flash with Hammond. Hitchcock left school in 1965 to work as a salesman. Meanwhile, he joined a group, 19th Generation, on drums and vocals. With Hammond and Hitchcock on vocals and Russell on guitar, they formed Air Supply as a harmony vocal group in Melbourne in 1975. When the show's run finished in 1976, Hammond departed to form the hard rock group Cheetah with his sister. Hammond was replaced in the group with Jeremy Paul, who provided bass guitar and background vocals. Paul had joined the cast of Jesus Christ Superstar when it reached Brisbane and continued with the show to New Zealand. According to Paul, the group's name is indicative of the sound and feeling formed in the relationship within the band. The group's first single, Love and Other Bruises, was released in October of '76 and peaked at number 6 on the Australian singles charts. Russell recalled that they had been unable to promote Love and Other Business while still performing Jesus Christ Superstar due to contractual obligations to the show. It was first aired on weekly teen pop music show Countdown in early December '76. Nevertheless, it remained their highest charting single in Australia. It goes on with tons of information about the group. At that point, I'm still in the 80s here, and they're still at it here. Let me see what. I'm just reading something here. It's all kinds of stuff. There was a musical about their stuff called Out of Love, the musical. Okay, well, if you're interested, you can read this. The current lineup for the band is Russell Hitchcock on co-lead vocals, Graham Russell on co-lead vocals, rhythm and acoustic guitar, Aaron McLean on lead guitar and their musical director, Mirko Tessendori on keyboards, Doug Guild on bass, and Pavel Waldman on drums. So that's the current lineup, but there's been many, many members of this group over the years, but it's primarily the two that are the founders of it that are the consistency within it. So let me do one more. Kiss Me Like You Mean It is this track here. So here we go. There it is again.
Kiss me like you mean it. Hold me like you never had before. Show a little feeling. I know that you can give a little more. How can I take your love? You don't believe it.
Kind of John Anderson sort of vibe.
Count those stars one by one. Kiss me like you mean it. Kiss me like you mean it.
I haven't heard that in a long, long time. I feel so fortunate. I've gotten to work with so many amazing artists throughout my career, and not over yet. It's really funny. Denny, who was our bus driver with Lyle, is also a really good keyboard player. So when we did multiple night shows where he didn't have to drive the next day, he was set up on stage and he played with us on the last tour. And Russ and Lyle would say to him, "So you've been playing all your life?" And he would say, "This is not so far." I mean, it's like it's not over yet. So it's always good to have things to look forward to and keep on trucking, as the great old Crumb line went. Just keep on trucking, Mr. Natural and everybody. Excuse me. I gotta not talk. Air Supply. That was cool. I hadn't heard that in a long time. It was really fun to dig that one up. So take care. Have a great day. Lots of crazy stuff going on in this world, and I'm gonna just go take care of a bunch of stuff, and then just maybe I'll put on one of my masks that I wear for traveling and do that for the rest of the day out there while I'm working in the dirt. It might help this a little bit. So take care. All my best wishes. And it was interesting yesterday. I suddenly discovered, because yesterday was Danny Cooch Korchmar's birthday, but it was also Rosemary Butler's birthday. So I sent birthday wishes off to Rose too. But I never knew that they both were on the same day. And I guess we were never on the road when their birthdays happened, so that we realized that they were on the same day. But so happy birthday, Rose. Still one of the greatest singers I've ever worked with. An absolute powerhouse, boy, when she'd be out with James and Jackson and everybody, and then she would just go up there and kill it every night. Amazing gal. So happy birthday. So talk to you later. I'll see you tomorrow.